There's something no one tells you when you're young, something they don't teach you in school, something most parents, even with the best intentions, never hand down. And that is how money really works. Not the math, not the currency, not the numbers on paper, but the game, the system, the laws that quietly decide who gets ahead and who stays stuck. See, the world tells you, go to school, work hard, get a good job, and if you do that, you'll be fine. But here's what they leave out. Hard work isn't enough. Effort without strategy keeps you busy, but broke. Without the right knowledge, without the right habits, without the right mindset. You can run full speed your entire life and still never get ahead. But what if I told you there's a code? Not a secret, not a shortcut, not some get-rich gimmick. Code, a set of laws, so old, so proven, that they've worked for thousands of years. They've worked before credit cards, before banks, before businesses like we know them today. They still work now. These laws don't care where you come from. They don't care what's in your bank account right now. They don't care if you've made mistakes before. They only care if you'll follow them. Let's talk about the first one. Every time you earn, you must pay yourself first. I want you to think about that. Before you pay your rent, before you pay your bills, before you buy food, before you buy that new pair of shoes, you pay you, not future you, not someday you. You're right now. The part of you that's building a future. That means at least 10% of everything you earn stays with you. Not for spending, not for splurging, for building, for planting seeds that will grow into freedom. Most people hear that and say, I can't afford that. But the truth is, you can't afford not to. Because if you don't make yourself your first priority, no one else will. If you think it's too small to matter, remember this. Every great fortune began with a single coin that was kept, instead of spent. Now think about this. What's the point of saving if everything you earn keeps slipping through your fingers? That's why the next law is so powerful. You must control what goes out. Because no matter how much you make, if you spend it all, or worse, spend more than you make, you stay trapped. And here's the thing. It's easy to let your desires get ahead of your discipline. It's easy to tell yourself, I deserve this. But every dollar you spend today without purpose is a dollar your future self won't have. And the people who build real wealth, they don't spend less because they're stingy. They spend less because they choose freedom over impulse. They know the difference between want and need, between temporary pleasure and lasting peace. And that brings us to something even deeper. Once you start keeping money, once you start saving, don't let that money sit idle. Because idle money loses value. Idle money shrinks while you're not looking. Your money has to work harder than you do. It has to be your employee. It has to be out there creating more of itself. That's what the wealthy understand. They don't work for money forever. They make money work for them. And you don't have to be rich to start. You start with what you have. You start with what you understand. You learn. You grow. You let your money multiply. Slowly, quietly, consistently. But here's where many lose it. The moment they have something saved, the world comes knocking. With promises, with schemes, with shortcuts, quick riches, guaranteed returns, risk-free deals, and they fall for it. They hand over their future to charm instead of character, to smooth talk instead of substance. The truth is, the faster the promise, the greater the risk. Real wealth isn't built on luck. It's built on wisdom. Don't put your money into what you don't understand. Don't trust your future to someone who hasn't earned that trust. Because building wealth is hard, losing it, that's easy. Now, while you're building, remember this. Life will test you. There will be storms. A lost job, a medical emergency, a crisis you didn't see coming. And if you wait until the storm hits to build your shelter, it's too late. That's why the wise build their protection during calm days. They save for emergencies. They plan for the unexpected. They protect their home, their family, their future. It's not because they expect disaster, but because they choose peace over panic. And let's talk about one more chain that binds so many. Debt, it starts small. A little loan, a credit card balance, a bit here, a bit there. And before long, You're working not for your dreams, but for your debts. It's paying interest instead of earning it. Making payments instead of making progress. If that's where you are, don't run, don't hide. Face it, write it down, make a plan, and little by little, break the chains. Because every debt you pay off is power reclaimed, and through it all, remember, the greatest asset you'll ever have is you, your skills, your mindset, your ability to create, solve, build. The more valuable you make yourself, the more options you'll have, the more you'll earn, and the more you'll be able to build a future on your terms. So today, I'm not sharing a secret. I'm not sharing a trick. I'm sharing what's always been true. Wealth is built slowly, intentionally, by those who respect the laws that govern it. The question isn't whether these laws work. They always have. The question is, will you follow them? Will you choose discipline over impulse? Patience over pressure? Will you plant today so you can harvest tomorrow? Because the wealth code, it's real, it's timeless, it's waiting for you to use it.